Yeah, today we're standing in front of our Penguins of Patagonia exhibit here at Mesker Park Zoo. And during design and construction, we implemented several sustainable cost savings, energy savings practices integrated into the exhibit. One of the biggest features is geothermal heating and cooling. You can imagine to keep the water cold enough for penguins, so it's like in the 60s as far as pool temperature. We're heating it in the wintertime and we're cooling it in the summertime. We use our lake in the middle of the zoo, Lake Victoria, as our geothermal spot for penguins. So at the bottom of the lake, there are coils filled with kind of like an antifreeze material. It's pumped all the way up the hill, all the way to penguins, and that cools our water in the summertime and heats our water in the wintertime. So it takes that free energy from the lake